Hello, well today's vlog is a slightly different one and it's actually about business. Now I'm not a very good businessman. I'm actually a website designer and in the 14 years I've been running my company, it's only now that I've actually got a really good website that I'm happy with and is actually giving me some results. I've just never really had to bother before because I just used to have customers approaching me just from word of mouth, which is great. Now the thing is with having a website that is converting inquiries into orders is, you know, sometimes jobs don't work out, sometimes inquiries turn into nothing, but sometimes jobs actually turn into something quite strange. Now last week I was approached by someone who'd actually found me via Nick Bundy, if you don't know, and it was all a little bit odd. Basically, they came to me saying that they wanted 3 websites, and I looked at their brief, and 2 of the websites seemed actually pretty straightforward and simple. The 3rd website was really above my pay grade. They wanted it to integrate with lots of different APIs and things like that, and I think I could do it, but I think it would take me ages to sort of get my head around it all, and I didn't want to waste their time. So I basically went back to them and said, 2 websites I can absolutely do, 3rd I don't think I can help you with, because I think it's really important to be honest about stuff like that rather than going to a customer, yeah, I can do it, and then just hitting a brick wall. So I was half expecting them to say, no, it's okay, that's all right. And what they did actually do is turn around and go, all right, okay, well, you can do 2 websites. Oh, and also I need you to do some video work as well. I need you to design some intros and outros and some graphics and some static images. Would that be okay? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I'd sent them a quote via Tradify, which I've just started using, and it's very good for the websites. And the quote was accepted almost immediately. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So because it was a largish quote, I actually sent them an invoice for 50%, because usually with bigger jobs, I don't take all the money up front because I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. So I just ask for 50% payment and then I get the other 50% when the job is done. And I sent the invoice and it was almost instantly came back marked as paid. And there was a message attached to it saying, oh, yep, that's fine. I'll pay the invoice via Bax. We don't have a faster payments account, which seemed a little odd. But the payment will be with you within 3 to 5 days, and I'll send you proof of the bank transfer. Fair enough. And I also then sent a quote for the video work, and that was instantly accepted. And again, I sent an invoice for 50% of the work, and that just sort of sat. And then it all went a little bit quiet, and that was okay, but it just seemed a bit odd because all the messages I'd got like instant replies to, and you know, it just felt a bit strange. But nevertheless, I actually started doing a little bit of prep work for the websites because there's some stuff I can do on my side, like setting up the hosting and everything like that. And I thought, oh, well, I'll get that done, because he was asking about how quick everything could be turned around and seemed keen to get everything turned around quickly, which is absolutely fine. I'm happy to help people at speed. But yeah, something just felt wrong. And it was actually around about midnight, just as I was deciding to go to bed, I let the dog out, and while I let the dog out, I just thought, I'm just going to Google the company name. Now this is the bit where I'm going to have to be very careful in what I say, because I don't want to get into any legal hot water. But yeah, I Googled the company name, and what I found was absolutely shocking. It turned out the guy who had approached me for work was actually a convicted con man. He'd defrauded several companies out of tens of thousands of pounds, and his crimes were so bad he'd actually gone to prison for them. I was a little bit taken aback by this because the name of the person was slightly different. Instead of being Mr. XXX, He was Dr. XXX. Yeah, it turned out that from leaving prison, not all that long ago, he'd magically became a doctor. And I was really confused. But it was the same person. Somehow, I don't know how they've done it, I don't know whether it's legal, but they had like a doctorate, they had a PhD, and letters after their name, and letters in the middle of their name, and I was so baffled by it all. But also I was angry because I'd read stories of these small businesses like mine that had lost so much money through dealing with this guy. And on a bit of further digging, on Companies House, he's been the director of around 40 different companies, all that have been dissolved and shut down. And apparently, as part of his punishment, he's not allowed to be a company director anymore. And whilst the company he's using now isn't actually listed under Companies House under its actual name, it seems to be listed by another name with other people as directors. So yeah, I was about to do business with a con man. And it actually left me, I don't really know what to do about it all, because I think the day after I'd found out all of this, I got sent purchase orders from his company for the work that was being done. But I hadn't received any payment, nothing's hit my account, I've not been sent proof of payment. So I've not done any more work, and I don't think I'm going to do any more work because it just feels a bit wrong. Now, obviously, he's been to prison, he's received his punishment, but I don't know, it just feels a bit strange doing business with someone who has taken companies like mine to their knees and left them out of pocket by thousands upon thousands of pounds. So I think if the money does appear, it'll be going straight back to him, because as much as I really need work and business, and it will help me out massively, and I'm actually a bit sad about it all because the money that he was going to give me, I'd sort of planned it out, and that was going to help to go towards paying for something nice to do on Vicky's birthday, because obviously with the pandemic and everything, we've not really had like a nice big birthday for her at all. And you know, I sort of had the money almost spent before it had got to me, and that was a bit, you know, that's a bit stupid of me, but it's hard not to dream big. And you know, as soon as those quotes were being accepted, I was over the moon. But ultimately, I know it's for the best, that I just can't, in good faith, take his money if it's ever going to appear. So, yeah. I've learned a lesson. I've learned not to do any work until the money is there, or, you know, the large percentage of the money is there, and also not to mentally spend money before it's actually arrived. Yeah, so there we go. Turns out my customer is a convicted con man, and I have a feeling he was about to con me. Well, there you go. Thank you for listening. I know it's been a bit of a strange video. I'll be back soon with normal video content. I've got stuff filmed, I've got stuff to edit, but I just thought I'd put this one up here because I'm actually filming this today and it's going out tonight. Because, yeah, it's left me in a bit of a pickle. But if you do want a website or anything like that, do go and check out my website. It's kcjhdesign.co.uk. I will happily help you, but please don't be a con man. All right, thank you so much for my channel members, those who've joined. If you want to join my channel, then hit the join button below. But if you just want to subscribe, that would be awesome too. I don't often do videos like this where I have con men for customers, but if there's any updates, I will let you all know. Yeah, that's it from me. So for now, it's game over.